folks, and welcome to another edition of Shooting Plink. The other day we did an unboxing of these new Shooting Targets 7 Hostage Situation Targets. Today I'm going to show you how you paint them and you assemble it. So, and I haven't got the bar yet, but I can explain that. I mean, a rail is a rail, you know, slipping them on. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take these over here and we're going to paint them, and I'll show you what I'm doing there. This is the first stage of where we're doing the painting. We painted the basic black, and then next we'll put the stencils on, and then I'll show you what it looks like after we paint that, because you have to have a contrasting color with it. But the black makes a very good base, it makes a good hair color, and so that works out pretty good. Well, I picked up the targets. I let them dry after I showed you there we were painting them. They're all dried, they're ready to go. And we're going to put the stencils on them. But what I'm going to do first, and it makes it a lot easier, that is to assemble them with the swinging holders that they have. It will eventually go on the rail. So let's get some of those out of here, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with them. I pulled the out. I didn't let you just sit around here and watch me get out the nuts, bolts, and the hangers. This is a long hanger. This is for the one that has got the hand and pistol. So I'm going to show you how to assemble one with the smaller ones here, because these go for the others. Now, what you do is you line them up. Let's take the bad guy here and get him assembled. You put this down in here because he has to go right. See this thing right here, right in there? Okay, he goes into that slot just like this. That's what I wanted to show you first before we do that. See, that's the way it sets. Now you put the nut back here and then the bolt up here. So you got the nut right here, and the bolt goes into here just like this. Goes in here, comes right out the back, and the nut will go here, and that will go into place. So I'm going to put that like that. Try to get the nut in here. This is hard to do in order to show you as well, because it does fit in there. Just got to get a flat side. Get it there. There we go. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to hang on to everything and do this, as you can see. Get it up there. Yeah, it's like that. Right, now this starts screwing into there. If I can hold on to this. Use a wrench on this. In fact, I'm going to put a wrench on it. I'm not going to worry with doing all that with you sitting here waiting for me to do it. So let me get that screwed into this locking nut, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. But then you can see what you have to do. That's the way it has to be mounted right there. Alright, I've got it all assembled. And by the way, these nuts, they're 3/4 inch. And it was a lot easier to do it off camera, I'll tell you, because I had to get that in position. I mean, it's not all that hard, but to do it on camera and keep everything away, and the way you got to get down, and because these do go in tight. Those are a lock type nut, and they lock in there tight. Once you hit the spot, you know she is tight. And this is not wiggling. Now, I'm going to show you why I said that it's easier to paint these with this bracket on it. One is I got it set up here, and this one I've got done, by the way. I've already done this. You can see the stencil right here, and as soon as you get done painting them, take stencil off. This isn't, I'll grab it here, this is, sorry I got in front of the camera, but this is not the best of white paints. I use the white because it's a good contrast for the black like this. Could have used a red, but it's a little darker red, and so I use this bright white. It's going to make the people look like they ought to be out getting some sun on them. But it's still good contrast, and it's a target that you're worried about, not the color of it really, just the target. So now I'll show you here. I'll shake that up good. But this is why you want this on here. See this up here? This helps you position it where it should be. Otherwise you might be saying, well, why is it setting like that? Well, by having it here, there, see that hole falls down around there perfectly. It puts it in that slot, and there it is here. Now you're going to say, well, it's not all there. Well, that's the way it's made. But at least it's in the position that you're wanting. Otherwise, you might be shifting this thing all around, and you'd be saying, well, why is this out here? Well, it's going to be that way. That's all there is to it. That's the way Mark's cut it, and that's the way it is. It'd have to be a much bigger target to take in that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put that like that. We're going to shake this up good. Take the lid off. I'm going to move this so we don't get any overspray on this one. Because what I'm going to do, this is going to be a sweep, and that white is not going to dry quickly. I'll tell you, I don't know what it is with this. It's a great black, great red. I've had people complain about red paint. Well, I'll tell you, this paint in red has been absolutely super. That's what we use out at Cedar Oaks all the time on all of our steel targets. Well, even the ones that we use here in the air gun range. We use a lot of red. I've got a color code, which you can see a past video, and you'll see what the color code is. So let's see what this will do. Okay, and you want to remove it right away. There you go. There's our bad guy. I'll put this over here because you don't want to leave that on there. If, say, you had any overspray, and again, don't go like this because it will. It might go up underneath and then it'll destroy everything. This way, you can see it's got a good imprint, and that works great. We'll put the girl over here, and we'll do the same thing with her. Alright, I've got our hostage over here, the innocent young girl, as I call it. I'm hoping there wasn't any underspray on that. I heard it kind of hit this here. We'll get this off right away. There we go. We got her, and she's all there. That's what you do in order to paint them. It's quick, easy. Just make sure that right after you get done, remove that magnetic stencil that's on here, and it'll come out pretty good. You can see them all here. We'll bring them all together. Here's the pistol, and you can see why this is on a longer bracket, because it's going to have to go down beside them just like this. And this one, of course, will go right up in here just like this, and that's actually, you're going to be shooting at this one or shooting at that one, maybe both. If you shoot that one and you just miss it real quick, go over here and hit this one. But that's the way they look. There's our hostage situation and the target that they have. And again, these are Shooting Targets7 targets. They look pretty doggone good. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put those on the rail. We're not going to do that today because I got to find that one I got sitting around here somewhere. Either here or I've got it at Cedar Oaks. And probably the next time you're going to be seeing us is in these is when we're actually going to be shooting at them. And we're going to try shooting from pistol distance of about 10 yards, and we're also going to take some long shots with a rifle and see how that works. Might get out the old Henry again. Hey, how about that? The Henry with the Skinner scope. You know that's my favorite. A long barrel, Henry long barrel with a Skinner scope. Works great. Should be fantastic with these. So anyway, that is the Shooting Target7 hostage setup. I brought the handgun back with us because it's been drying the longest. Let the other set over there for right now. The reason I brought that back is I want to show you when you do slide it on a rail what you do with these, because you've probably been seeing me move these things around from time to time in one of the videos. These are the clips that actually hold these in place, so that when you put those other two together, you want to make sure that they're together down here, and then hold them in place with this. And what you do is you slide these onto the rail, just like the rail was here, like here, and then you take this and you squeeze that down so that it holds it right up like that. You put one of these on either side, so that you end up with, I'll put my hand up here. Okay, you end up with one here like this, and one like this. Now, that's going to hold that in place. It's still going to leave it so that it'll swing, because you're going to want to know when it hits it. And it goes like this. But that's what you do on the rail. That's what these are for. They're the clips that are going to hold these in place. And this probably needs to dry just a little bit more, but you can see, as it does, it really stands out. I mean, the difference in the paint, that black background paint, I would definitely recommend a black background with it. You could go with a red and a white. That'd work too. But I don't know. I just think that this is a little bit better. It has a good standout on it. We're going to find out more actually when we start shooting at it, and you'll get to see that. I'm not sure what we'll shoot at it with. I might shoot it, because I'm still waiting for my Security 380, the Ruger Security 380. We're going to be having that shipped back to us soon, and we're going to be experimenting with that, but I might use that new Ruger Max 9. That's with the Ready Dot. I kind of think that's what we're going to use, and we're going to shoot at that with that, because that is an AR-600 again, and it's a 3/16 inch AR-600, and that's going to take a good impact, so the 9mm isn't going to affect that at all. We're going to be shooting, I don't think I got any frangible. Maybe I do. I've got some frangible 9mm. We'll put that in there, and it's a normal frangible. That ought to be good on it. Then from, like I said, from the distance, we're going to use, I'm sure, we're going to use that Henry long barrel with that Skinner scope, because I just love shooting that Skinner scope. I got others that I have to test out, I know, and we'll be doing that at another date, but right now, that's what I'm planning on these Shooting Targets 7 Hostage Targets. So I'm going to put the links for you again down in the description on where you can find these at the Shooting Targets 7 site. No, they do not sponsor this show. This is just a product I really believe in. They make fantastic steel targets, and they got a few other things there too you might enjoy. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.